In a surprising and controversial development, there has been renewed speculation about the possibility of Alberta leaving Canada and becoming the 51st state of the United States. This idea, which has been floated by some political figures and commentators, has sparked widespread debate and raised urgent questions about its feasibility, implications, and potential benefits. But how possible is this scenario? What would it take for Alberta to join the United States? And what are the potential benefits for both Alberta and the USA? Let us dive deep into the details, explore the historical context, and analyze the multifaceted implications of this intriguing possibility. To understand the significance of the speculation about Alberta leaving Canada, it is essential to first examine the context of Alberta's relationship with the rest of Canada. Alberta, one of Canada's 10 provinces, is known for its vast natural resources, particularly oil and gas. The province has a distinct political and cultural identity, often characterized by a strong sense of regionalism and a desire for greater autonomy. In recent years, Alberta has experienced significant economic challenges, particularly due to fluctuations in global oil prices and the federal government's environmental policies. These challenges have fueled discontent among some Albertans, leading to calls for greater provincial autonomy and even secession from Canada. The idea of Alberta joining the United States has been floated as a potential solution to these challenges, offering the promise of economic stability and political alignment with a like-minded neighbor. The idea of Alberta leaving Canada and joining the United States is highly speculative and faces significant legal, political, and practical challenges. However, it is worth exploring the steps that would be required for this scenario to become a reality. The Canadian Constitution does not provide a clear mechanism for a province to secede from the Federation. The Clarity Act, passed in 2000, outlines the process for a province to pursue independence, but it requires a clear majority in a referendum and negotiations with the federal government. Any attempt by Alberta to leave Canada would likely face significant legal and constitutional hurdles. The U.S. Constitution provides a process for the admission of new states, but it requires the consent of both the existing state, in this case, Canada, and the U.S. Congress. Given the complexities of international law and the potential for diplomatic tensions, the process of Alberta joining the United States would be highly contentious and uncertain. Public opinion in Alberta is divided on the issue of secession and joining the United States. While some Albertans support the idea as a way to achieve greater economic and political autonomy, others are deeply committed to remaining part of Canada. Any move towards secession would require broad public support and a clear mandate through a referendum. The federal government in Canada and the provincial government in Alberta would play a critical role in any attempt to secede. The federal government is unlikely to support the idea, as it would set a precedent for other provinces and undermine the unity of the federation. The provincial government would need to navigate complex political and legal challenges to pursue secession. Alberta's economy is deeply integrated with the rest of Canada, particularly through trade, transportation, and energy infrastructure. Any move towards secession would require significant adjustments to these economic ties, with potential disruptions to trade and investment. The process of Alberta joining the United States would have significant implications for international relations, particularly between Canada and the United States. It would require careful negotiation and diplomacy to address the legal, economic, and political challenges involved. The idea of Alberta joining the United States has been floated as a potential win-win scenario for both Alberta and the USA. Let us explore the potential benefits for the United States. Alberta is home to vast reserves of oil, natural gas, and other natural resources. The province's energy sector is a major driver of economic growth and a key contributor to Canada's GDP. By joining the United States, Alberta would provide the USA with access to these valuable resources, enhancing energy security and reducing dependence on foreign oil. Alberta's economy is one of the strongest in Canada, with a high standard of living and a robust business environment. The province's integration into the U.S. economy would provide new opportunities for trade, investment, and economic growth, benefiting both Alberta and the USA. Alberta's strategic location in North America would enhance the USA's geopolitical influence and strengthen its position in the region. The province's proximity to key U.S. states and its role as a gateway to the Arctic would provide new opportunities for strategic cooperation and defense. Alberta's political and cultural values are often seen as more aligned with those of the United States than with the rest of Canada. The province's conservative political landscape and strong support for free markets and individual freedoms would make it a natural fit for the USA. For Alberta, the idea of joining the United States offers several potential benefits, particularly in terms of economic and political autonomy. Alberta's energy sector has faced significant challenges in recent years, particularly due to fluctuations in global oil prices and the federal government's environmental policies. By joining the United States, Alberta would gain access to a larger and more stable market for its energy resources, providing new opportunities for growth and investment. Alberta's business-friendly environment and low tax rates are often seen as more aligned with U.S. economic policies than with those of the federal government in Canada. By joining the USA, Alberta would benefit from a more favorable regulatory environment and greater economic freedom. Alberta's desire for greater political autonomy has been a key driver of the secession movement. By joining the United States, Alberta would achieve greater control over its own affairs, including taxation, regulation, and resource management. Alberta's conservative political landscape and strong support for free markets and individual freedoms would make it a natural fit for the USA. The province's integration into the U.S. political system would provide new opportunities for representation and influence at the federal level. While the idea of Alberta joining the United States offers several potential benefits, it is important to consider all sides of the story before drawing conclusions. On the one hand, the scenario offers the promise of economic stability, political alignment, and greater autonomy for Alberta. It also provides the USA with access to valuable natural resources and new opportunities for economic growth and strategic cooperation. On the other hand, the scenario faces significant legal, political, and practical challenges. The process of secession and integration would require careful negotiation and diplomacy, with potential disruptions to trade, investment, and international relations. There are also concerns about the potential for the scenario to undermine the unity of Canada and set a precedent for other provinces. As we reflect on the possibility of Alberta joining the United States, several questions come to mind. What do you think about the idea of Alberta becoming the 51st state? Do you believe it is a feasible and desirable scenario, or does it represent a risky and contentious proposition? How do you think the process of secession and integration would impact Alberta, Canada, and the USA? We would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Please leave a comment below and share your perspective. Do you believe that Alberta joining the USA would enhance economic and political stability in the region? How do you think the international community should respond to this development? Let us know what you think. If you found this analysis insightful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us continue creating in-depth content on current issues and news from around the globe. Do not forget to subscribe to Breaking Bulletin for more thought-provoking discussions and documentaries. We also encourage you to leave a comment with your thoughts on this topic. Do you believe that Alberta joining the USA is a positive development? How do you think it will impact the future of North America? Your feedback is invaluable to us, and we look forward to reading your comments. The idea of Alberta leaving Canada and joining the United States is a controversial and complex scenario that raises important questions about the future of North America. While the scenario offers several potential benefits, it also faces significant legal, political, and practical challenges. The process of secession and integration would require careful negotiation and diplomacy, with potential implications for trade, investment, and international relations. As we move forward, it is essential to continue to explore new approaches to regional cooperation and integration, while also addressing the challenges and complexities of modern geopolitics. The idea of Alberta joining the USA is a reminder of the importance of balancing economic and political interests with the need for stability and unity in the region. Thank you for watching Breaking Bulletin. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay engaged. Until next time, take care.